I was just drooling over your Chrome extensions, and I was just like, look at that. I mean, if you just want to maybe go through each or give your top, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can. Let me reshare my screen, and I'll just go over mine really quickly because mine are super. Oh, the screen is like in the way again. So yeah, I am very like. I turn on my Chrome extensions exactly when I need them, and then don't turn them on if I'm not like actively using them. So right now I've got WebTab, which I'm just always using. If I'm ever on a webinar and I think I don't mention WebTab, something has happened to me. But WebTab helps make sure, I use it a lot as just like, okay, found these people, can't reach out to them right now. I'm gonna pop in WebTab and then like open them all up later. Drive is just Drive. Lastpass, password manager. I don't understand how people don't use password managers. Extensity is my extension manager, but I noticed in my personal laptop, my Chrome got updated, and now Chrome has like a built-in one-click like extension manager. So I think Extensity and all the like Chrome extension managers, like they might not be long for this world because it looks like Chrome is kind of taking that over natively. Then Marinara is, I use it as like a timer to focus. So it's really good for like Pomodoro technique. If you want to do 25 minutes of focus, 5 minutes off. Momentum Dash I talked about earlier, that's the new tab. Office, just to use Office, and then an ad blocker. And then of course, like with an Extensity, I have just like a ton of different extensions that I just am not using right now.
That's cool. Okay. How about you, Erin?
Awesome.
You want to share?
Yeah, and actually, I'm glad you asked about extensions because I had like a bonus tip with an extension that I wanted to share, and I didn't think we were going to have time.
I was afraid I was putting you on the spot, but I'm so glad. Okay, cool.
So most of my extensions are for finding, contact information and their paid resources that I have through my job. Like we have the Hire Tool extension, Lucia, Improver. This one I actually pay for myself because it's a nice, last resort of a, extension. It's free up to 10 contacts per month, and I pay for like $20 a month to have 50. And I usually, since I have so many other extensions through work, I usually never get through all of the 50. I also have Glossary Tech, which is fantastic if you're sourcing IT roles because it indexes every single IT term on the page and defines it for you. Awesome. So it's a great learning experience. I like to do that when I get a new role and I can scan the job description so that I understand what exactly they're going to be doing in this role. Because IT sourcing is a really big learning curve, and this is a wonderful tool to have. But the one I really wanted to show you is Rover Lead. So I'm going to click this. This is a Chrome extension that randomly takes you to creative portfolio websites. Sometimes they're UX designers, sometimes they're not, but it just kind of brings you to random websites, and every time you click it, it'll bring you to a different one. So if you just want to kind of browse and see what's out there, this is a great Chrome extension to do that. I've come across some really, really interesting user interfaces just through this. So, oh great, another password protected one. If you're, I think that as a sourcer, we all have those days where you're just like, I can't source anymore, my brain is dead right now. This is just kind of a nice little break to have. So that's a really cool extension. And then beyond that, I have Buffer, which is you can schedule posts. And then hash test, you can actually test the effectiveness of a hashtag to see if it's actually useful or, if it's not something that's even that commonly used. So those are my main extensions.
I like it. On that note with the hashtags and stuff, you have a Start Me page, Erin. Sarah, I don't know if you have one, but I know Erin has one on like it's on videos and.
Yes, I do. I can drop that in the chat actually.
Yeah, I came across. I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, I mean, so many useful tools on there. Ladies, thank you. Erin and Sarah, thank you so much. This has been a fantastic show. I mean, you showed so many tools just, on how you approach these roles. And I know I've had UX design roles, and I mean, just being able to, the thing about those type of creative positions is they require an extra step. So for recruiters who have so many positions and they're trying to get through and source, it requires that extra step. So it can be so that's why I'm so glad that you guys went through these positions and showed these tips. So I want to make sure that everybody has your contact information if anybody wants to get hold of you. Erin, what's the best place, or how can they get hold of you if they have any additional questions?
Yeah, connect with me on LinkedIn. You can chat about any questions that you have. The unique URL identifier for me on LinkedIn is Erin Mathew Sourcer. And my last name is spelled with one T, no S. That's a common mistake, but I have it in the chat right here as well. So that's Erin Mathew Sourcer.
Yep, and then I'm at Sarah E. Goldberg, basically anywhere on the internet. But on Twitter or LinkedIn, I check both of those pretty regularly. Great ways to get in touch with me. And I will also drop my LinkedIn into the chat.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the Dueling Sourcers Show with Erin Mathew and Sarah Goldberg. Next week, we'll be back. Fresh episodes every Tuesday at